if this is just an Inquisitor, which Maul says, you're no Inquisitor, but let's say it was, Maul would still be like, hey, dude, these folks can know who trained you based on how you're fighting.
No, if I am right, he knows how you think. Aggression, it is the only way.
Yes.
So you got to change it up.
Right.
It's not going to work. Your Jedi playbook is well read by these folks. They know what you're doing. So your only chance to survive is if you listen to what I'm saying. What do we got to do? You got to go nuts.
Yeah.
Lose all those principles. Absolutely tap into your rage. Give it all up so that you become unpredictable. And unfortunately, that would be damaging to the Jedi psyche, you know? To play dirty, you know, to use the tools of the enemy. But Maul already does that. So he's like, well, I'm the only one fighting this fight, you maniacs. What's wrong with you people? So, you know, he is truly trying to get through that. But he does not feel like his teammates are... And so, of course, if he knows what must be done for the greater good, he's trying to get people out alive. He's also trying to topple an empire that is hurting trillions of beings.
It's a lot on the to-do list.
It's a hefty list. Yeah.
And he's looking at the pieces that are on the table, and he goes, "Okay, well, I'm gonna have to move this along." And so he moves a few pieces into certain places.
Your master would be wise to heed my advice. I know how to defeat it because I was taught by the most powerful Sith Lord of all.
Things that I have always been interested in exploring was
We must stay together.
he's a cyborg, and his legs were issued to him, the ones he has now, by a guy who didn't expect him to be alive for more than a year. You know, he doesn't have Vader hardware. You know, whether the hardware that Vader employs is painful for him to use or not, you have to believe that it's pretty good. It's probably pretty expensive and top shelf stuff that Vader's using. Maul's isn't that. You know, things like the way that Maul and Vader fight, you have to understand that Maul's striking power, for example, let's just go one, there's so many different things we've talked about. But one of the things we talked about is like his striking power is not what it used to be. Why? Well, because in order to coil like a snake and strike, that requires the kinetic chain from the ground all the way through your legs, through your core, this and that, through your, you know, shoulders, arms, into the striking surface of the blade. How does he do that when this is all interrupted? That's not the same thing, right? Vader's stuff is higher grade. So Maul is operating on constantly compensating. Like how difficult that must be to balance on those beams with these legs.
One of our favorite
They're not
stretches.
really made for that. Maul's strength comes from the agility. Vader's has his brute force. And you imagine that his hardware is also designed for brute force. Maul can't compete with that when their blades meet. He's not ready for that. He doesn't have that striking power anymore. There's also the matter of Vader sees things before they happen. We know that. And so Vader does not have to move as fast for his blade to be exactly where it needs to be at the right time. He's just like, yep, and it's there, and it's there. Now I go here, now there. Force push you, do this. You know, he's a machine. He's also totally prepared for the fight. You know, he's already done all of the reconnaissance and intel that he could possibly need to know exactly how to take this guy apart. You know, he has Inquisitors reporting back. You can imagine they've recorded all of those fights. Vader's like, okay, I get it. I know what this guy's about.
Tape. He's
always
walking it back.
What is one of the first things Vader does? Boom, right to the legs.
Yeah,
you
gives
know,
him a little hip flexor injury.
He knows exactly what he's doing. It's not, in any stretch of the imagination, a fair fight. But it is a rich fight and full of character and interest, I think.